Paradox, where you at?
And here I come back, spitting another track. And the way that I smack the beat with the rap, you'd think it's an attack, being held down by society's walls, staying away from their frightening calls. They start locking your doors, and when you give in, they let in their lightning storms. Starts when you're young, when they ask you to conform. Throughout your education, beyond your college room dorms, doing what they want. Now you're searching for the rose in the empty lot. As I'm searching for the top, make sure my game comes out hot. This is all that I got. No longer I want to be in the spot, waving the haters away with my hand. Don't give a fuck what they say. Docs and Solid be the band. Shadow Moses taking a stand. And here I go again on the lyrical rant. I guess that's the plan. This is all we got, this is what we do. It may not cost a lot, but it's what gets us through. Coming to blow up the spot, and you know what to do. Shadow Moses coming hot, but we so damn cool. This is all we got, this is what we do. It may not cost a lot, but it's what gets us through. Coming to blow up the spot, and you know what to do. Shadow Moses coming hot, but we so damn cool. And now the second verse coming so hot that you think it's a curse. My flow make you feel dirty like you're stealing a purse. I speak the truth and it hurts, but I don't know what's worse. If your second home is a church, judgmental thoughts as you pray in the word. Hypocrisy is heard in all places but blurred. That's what I have observed all my life since birth. Red and blue, it's absurd. All people should be heard. They keeping us separate by showing us our differences. It's a desperate move, but they be delivering results, and it's an insult to the open-minded. Let's revolt from that mentality. What next? They denying gravity. Now conservatives mad at me. I couldn't get much more sad to see, so I'll get more glad to be hearing the glass shattering from my rhymes causing a scene. Paradox the MC. This is all we got, this is what we do. It may not cost a lot, but it's what gets us through. Coming to blow up the spot, and you know what to do. Shadow Moses coming up, but we so damn cool. This is all we got, this is what we do. It may not cost a lot, but it's what gets us through. Coming to blow up the spot, and you know what to do. Shadow Moses coming hot, but we so damn cool. And now is the time for us to all shine. Sit back and drink wine as I spit my rhymes. Let's have a good time before back to the grind. Looking back now I find life is too short to not climb for what you really want, and I'm not quitting on life. You better think twice, cause if you expect help you won't find people too wrapped up in their own life. So keep going for yours if it takes all night. Not saying commit crimes, just go after your dreams if your game tight. Life ain't always kind, so that's why I take the time to relax my mind. Just sit back and unwind. Don't give up on yourself, don't give up on your health, and don't commit suicide in search of wealth. Life is too short to be someone else. Life has no real fairy tales. Real success comes with pain. That's why I tighten my game, spitting. This is all we got, this is what we do. It may not cost a lot, but it's what gets us through. Coming to blow up the spot, and you know what to do. Shadow Moses coming hot, but we so damn cool. This is all we got, this is what we do. It may not cost a lot, but it's what gets us through. Coming to blow up the spot, and you know what to do. Shadow Moses coming hot, but we so damn cool. This is all we got, this is what we do. It may not cost a lot, but it's what gets us through. Coming to blow up the spot, and you know what to do. Shadow Moses coming hot, but we so damn cool. This is all we got, this is what we do. It may not cost a lot, but it's what gets us through. Coming to blow up the spot, and you know what to do. Shadow Moses coming hot, but we so damn cool. The world you were thinking of. You fell asleep, don't know where you woken up. Picture your home when you were brought up. Closing your eyes as the storm is crawling up. Opened up my eyes after a long night of partying. Yeah, it's alright. Spotting something in my sight, not in my bed, and it's all bright. Then I noticed someone in metal armor, but more modern than a knight, breaking up two cats in a night fight. I'm on a bench asleep and not in the Duke. And to tell you the truth, as I spit in this booth, I Try to stay smooth, but nothing will suit. The feeling worse than when I lost my wisdom tooth. Lost in a strange land, looks like America, but more bland. Modern building, but rustic on the other hand. Not well maintained from what I understand. What? This is not the world you were thinking of. You fell asleep, don't know where you woken up. Picture your home when you were brought up. Closing your eyes as the storm is crawling up. This is not the world you were thinking of. You fell asleep, don't know where you woken up. Picture your home when you were brought up. Closing your eyes as the storm is crawling up. Been here for a few weeks. If I had a word to describe it, I would say bleak. Just like at home, it's tough on the street, not just a recession's peak. And as you might have guessed it, their classes are broken in three. The lowest stay in the slums next to the criminals and bums. Look at each corner, the stores of liquors and guns. Those in the middle do work and try to stay out of trouble. Do their best to stay happy and keep inside of their bubble. Just innocent and blind like Barney Rubble. Now those at the top don't like those below them to talk. Then ideas will pop, so with that they chop funds to the schools and whatnot. They all here to serve the Tsar, Ronnie, and he rules with an iron fist. Is the story. Can you feel his glory? This is not the world you were thinking of. You fell asleep, don't know where you woken up. Picture your home when you were brought up. Closing your eyes as the storm is crawling up. This is not the world you were thinking of. You fell asleep, don't know where you woken up. Picture your home when you were brought up. Closing your eyes as the storm is crawling up. As I learned the politics, the months that I've lived here, I was realizing that this is run by the business. I saw Ronnie's a figurehead for the people to live in fear. They find a way to keep their ear in your dining room chandelier, all the while trying to act sincere. I broke the story to these folks over here, they call me the shiny cavalier. Once again, the side's AIDS commandeered. Then their fighting spirit just disappeared. And it ain't too clear how this happened, said fear. So I started to run before I get slain. Running on the rail tracks, wish I could find blame. A foreigner to this world, yo, and it's a pain. Why was I brought here and what can I gain? These questions just a link on the chain. Then they caught me bout to bust in my brain. A martyr to this world that he doesn't know.
Hey, Paradox, get up, man. We gotta get out there.
Yo, dude, what do you want, man? What's up?
We gotta start the show, man. Let's go.
Civil and political rights are a class of rights that protect individuals' freedom from unwarranted infringement by governments and private organizations, and ensures one's ability to participate in the civil and political life of the state without discrimination or repression. Civil rights include the ensuring of people's physical and mental integrity, life, and safety, protection from discrimination on grounds such as race, gender, sexual orientation, gender identity, national origin, color, ethnicity, religion, or disability, and individual rights such as privacy, the freedoms of thought and conscience, speech and expression, religion, the press, assembly, and movement. We hold these truths to be self-evident. Yeah, we gon' take it way back when that all men are created equal means only for white men. 0704 1776 is when it began, when blacks were declared 3/5 of men. The Constitution went into effect the 4th of March 13 years later, with 13 stars riding in horses and buggies creating slave scars. After the Civil War, the first Civil Rights Bill was declared. It was 1866 and we were barely prepared to protect the African Americans newly freed and scared. In 1871, the new Civil Rights Act, both signed by Grant, abolished the first branch of a group of brainless class. Just 4 years has passed and President Grant prohibits exclusion, meaning black people are allowed public accommodations. They get a whole new sensation, then vetoed a few years later by the Court Supreme. Unconstitutional it was deemed, last of its kind to be signed to 1957 it seems. The rights are given by those deemed important. The bus was driven and molded into agreement. For themselves it was written, making their lives more convenient. We start to take them with the overturn of enslavement. The rights are given by those deemed important. The bus was driven and molded into agreement. For themselves it was written, making their lives more convenient. We start to take them with the overturn of enslavement. Now here comes the first step to end segregation. Not too long ago they slaved men, they renamed them like a cultural invasion. 1954, Brown versus Board. The integration of public schools is born, and with government support, except one senator waging a one-man war. Senator Storm Thurman fighting for the right to segregate. Yeah, ain't it great how he made us wait, because he afraid and he thinks hate. Now on to JFK, who called for a new change, then was slain. His successor was named the Civil Rights Act of 64. It hit the floor. So now major forms of discrimination is no more. So for some in sight, that means equal rights, whether it means to worship or just not be white or just not be a man. Now segregation is banned. This came with an uproar, man. We act so high and mighty, but school bombs and shit was planned. In 65, President Johnson signed the Voting Rights Act and got us on track. The rights are given by those deemed important. The bus was driven and molded into agreement. For themselves it was written, making their lives more convenient. We start to take them with the overturn of enslavement. The rights are given by those deemed important. The bus was driven and molded into agreement. For themselves it was written, making their lives more convenient. We start to take them with the overturn of enslavement. Now the next great debate is the marriage of gays. So let us get this straight. In the land of the free and the home of the brave, we're gonna stand on the stage and say equality for all except for the gays, all because they're called a stranger. Time to clear up what we say. When will we just change? Next I'm looking for amnesty for my people. Yeah, all the hardworking Latinos calling us criminals. We'll tell that to my primos. And I say our next big fight goes beyond civil rights, civil responsibility. This idea needs to take flight. Our economic state should leave you in fright. Spend too much on military, look it up if you say I ain't right. Rich pay too little, and that's just being polite. If you think their salaries tighten them, their bonuses make them uptight, and they just give the green light, doing it in broad daylight. They don't worry about the night, cause the people got stage fright. The real criminals smile at you in public. This whole thing too much to stomach. This ain't a democracy, it's a republic. A democracy is where the people vote for and create laws. A republic means we elect the officials who vote for and create laws. They need your vote, but they need corporations' money to get re-elected, and that is corruption. I forgot to mention women weren't allowed to vote until 1919, but most states it wasn't until 1920. There have only been two presidents to veto a civil rights bill. President Andrew Johnson in 1865 and President Ronald Reagan in 1987, both overturned by Congress.